So Robin, this is your first plunge into 5-axis machining. How is it?
It's early days at the moment, but we're trying to break into the 5-axis field by basically having this type of unit where we can bolt it on, bolt it off, and we can put larger jobs on the machine rather than just dedicated 5-axis unit, which is phenomenal cost just to buy the machine, let alone look for work to put on it.
How long does it take to take this table off and put it back on and get going again?
Right, it's basically just unbolt it, uncoupling from the inside of the machine. You go onto the setup. There's one page on the setup where you just basically turn it on or off, whichever you're putting it in or out. Take it off. You're talking 5 minutes maximum.
So this isn't your first XYZ machine. You've bought the XYZ because you've also got experience with XYZ machines previously.
Yeah, we bought our first XYZ mini mill in 2004. We were quite, well, I thought the Siemens software was just up our street really. Quick for doing one-offs and programming, simple programming, easy to learn. But it also gave us the opportunity to break into sort of slightly larger volumes, as in 5 offs, 10 off, 50 offs, which we were just starting to get into.
And with this new 5-axis machine, you mentioned to me earlier, this control is the newer control or newer than the other machines. Is there any improvement in cycle times or processing speed?
Definitely. The 840D is phenomenally quicker than the 810D and the 828D. You've got rapid feed rates of 42 meters a minute compared to the older machines, which are 20 meters a minute. And we've also got the 12,000 RPM spindle, whereas older machines are sort of 8,000 RPM.
So looking at this machine, one of the first questions I asked you, Robin, was, is it a full simultaneous 5-axis machine? Because a lot of the time when you buy a 3-axis machining centre, you put a 2-axis table on, it's purely for positional. Yeah. But I'm right in saying you can use this for 5-axis simultaneous too?
Simultaneous, yeah. What drew our attention was actually when it was at the Mac show, and it had got the skull on it. Obviously the skull was being machined at simultaneous programming, which is, I thought, was unusual when you got a bolt-on unit. Which, what some of the jobs that we've been looking at recently, apart from being positional, there is a few moves on the job where you need simultaneous. So it is actually ideal for quoting that type of work.
So with it being a 5-axis machine, have you got any examples of parts, Robin, that you've recently produced on this machine?
Yeah, we've actually got one here that we've started producing recently. On this 5-axis machine, with the help and assistance of XYZ and WNT supplying the tooling, we've managed to reduce the cycle time on this down to just under an hour. For a new customer, it's important to get our cycle times down.
So as a partnership, the XYZ, the WNT together on this machine, it's given you a right result on that component.
Oh, definitely. Really pleased with the results.
So how does a small company like Sears Products react to the demands of your customers?
I think it comes down to having flexible suppliers. As an example, on this job, if we've got cutters that break, we can't keep a tremendous amount of stock in. So, but what we can do is, as long as we phone up before 5-6 o'clock, we can get a cutter the next day.
And who's that with?
That's WNT.
So if you need, so if you were changing job or you needed extra stock of cutting tools, you could order it before that time in the evening and you'd get it the next day?
Exactly. Even if we're trying to plan production and we know that we don't need the tool in the next 2 days or 3 days, we don't have to get it in stock. We can plan it so as it's coming in exactly when we need it.
And is that your first experience of that type of supplier? Have you had smaller suppliers in the past and that haven't been able to offer you that?
Yeah, exactly. We've used smaller companies that supply tooling, a variety of tooling, but we've got to wait 2 or 3 days for delivery, and it's critical.
And Sears Products was founded 14 years ago, grown a lot in the last 14 years. Are you looking forward to a good year ahead?
We are hoping that in the next 12 months we can start expanding a little bit more as well.
Okay, thanks for your time, Robin.